Hey there, Benjamin Harvey here, and in this video I wanted to have a little bit of a chat with you about the journey people go on when they're wanting to go out there and make a difference in other people's lives. Now, one of the number one things that actually holds people back from taking that step into the journey of being a difference maker is being able to afford things like covering their rent, paying their petrol, buying the food bills, and so on and so forth. In fact, I would say that money, or the lack thereof, is one of the key things that stops people or prevents them from going out there and sharing their message with the world. Now, when I wanted to go and get started in this industry, I had to do some mathematics to work out, is it actually commercially viable for me to leave my job, my salary, my security, and go into a world of actually helping people transform problems in their life and really get on path doing what they love. So I thought I'd be pretty pragmatic about it, and I thought I would put together some mathematics to understand, how can I do this? How can I transition from a corporate career into doing what I love and helping other people do what they love? And what is the kind of payments that I can receive from adding value and sharing my services with other people? So there are a variety of different delivery methods that you can actually utilize to share your message with the world. And each one of those delivery methods has different mathematics that allow you to earn different kinds of income. Now, everyone has the possibility of earning well over $100,000 in each one of these different delivery methods as you exchange your time, your resource, your information, and your ideas and solutions with other people to provide value in exchange for those two things. So what I want to share with you is the maths that I did when I wanted to get started. Now, these figures are conservative, but they definitely give you an idea of what it takes to achieve, as the screen here says, $100,000 per annum as a difference maker. Now, you can choose to begin with any delivery method whatsoever, and each one has different amounts of time leverage, as in it requires less of your time to serve more people. So let's have a look at them. I'm going to put them up on the screen here. We'll go through them one at a time. So basically, the very first one is down the bottom here, which is coaching, consulting, and healing. So with this one, we actually have an idea that on average, people out there in the marketplace can basically earn around about $130 per hour or per session for the services that they provide. And in that, we would class different things like coaching and consulting, and as I mentioned, healing, and a variety of different skills and modalities that fit within that. Now, if you are looking at about $130 a session, which quite a lot of people around the world are actually charging, and I'd say that's probably the lower end scale of what people charge when they're going to make a difference in other people's lives, and you just serve, say, 15 clients per week, that actually ends up being $100,000 a year. Now, if you end up having actually 10 high-end clients and you offer them a $10,000 a year package, which is more than reasonable. In fact, most people in this scenario or this delivery method charge anywhere from about $15,000 to $30,000 per annum. So $10,000 per annum is actually not as much as we may think it is. But if you just have 10 clients at that $10,000 per annum, you've already hit your $100,000 as well. Now, the next level up is what we have here is group coaching and masterminds. Now, group coaching and masterminds is where you're actually working with more than one person at a time, and you're generally taking them on a journey through a specific content piece or a specific structure or a piece of information. So, for example, you might love horse riding and you want to help a whole group of horse riders get to that next level of horse riding. Masterminds is one of those ways of doing it, or group coaching is one of those ways of doing it. So, if we have a look at the figures up here, we can see the group coaching or masterminds. If you were to charge, say, $835 per month per person, all you need is 10 people and you've hit your $100,000 a year. Now, the reason these figures are important is because I know that it's not about the money. But it is important to earn money doing what you love, because if you can't earn money, you can't pay for your lifestyle. And it's very difficult to go out there and serve people if you don't have a home to sleep in or food to eat and so on and so forth. So it is important that we understand the fair exchange between the value we provide and the money that we're earning. So that's another one of the examples of delivery method that you can actually utilize. Now, the next one up is workshops, retreats, and corporate training. Now, this is one of the ones that a lot of our clients really enjoy. I mean, who doesn't fantasize about the idea of traveling to Bali and running a workshop about a topic that you love and helping people all over the world to transform their lives while you're hanging out in beautiful locations, enjoying the water, swimming, hanging out, having fun, dancing, singing, and so on and so forth. So a lot of our clients we find that go through our programs end up setting retreat-based businesses where they go and teach something that is meaningful to them in a retreat-style scenario. And they pick locations all over the world. But if you're wondering how do you get to $100,000 doing that, then let me show you how it works. If you were to charge people about $19.95 per person to attend your programs, and $19.95 is a little bit below the average of what you'd find in Australia to attend any form of educational event. In fact, the average price point is actually $3,000. So $19.95 is a little bit lower than the average. But if you have a look here, just 11 people, and you run 5 of these per year, you've already hit your $100,000. The next one here, if you were to charge a little bit more, say $3,995, and you had just 6 people attending your programs, and you did 5 of those per year, once again, you'd hit your $100,000 again. Now, what I do know is a lot of people are often saying, Ben, I want to make sure that this is a career I can get into. I want to make sure that this is actually something that I can put my whole heart and soul into and know that it will be able to replace my existing income. But the fact is, it'll be able to do that and more. Because at the moment, a lot of people are out there doing jobs that they don't enjoy at all, and they are barely covering their bills in the process. So what could be better than running beautiful retreats or workshops around the world about topics that you love while earning well in excess of $100,000 a year? Now, people ask, Ben, is this figures that people can achieve? Do people actually earn this amount? We've found that it takes around about 1 to 2 years to hit these figures. Obviously, it's a lot faster for people who bring pre-existing skills, but if you're starting from scratch from zero and you don't have any sort of background in any form of business or skills or whatever it is, we've found that about 1 to 2 years of diligent work and really applying yourself and really putting in the effort to discover the strategies, the templates, the tools, the systems that allow you to get the results you're looking for, in about 1 to 2 years, you can happily be earning around about $100,000 per annum. And again, this is a conservative benchmark. We've had clients that leave our programs, and within under 40 days, they've earned themselves over 6 figures, over $100,000 within 40 days of leaving a program. So everybody does travel at a different speed, but the most important thing is that you apply the knowledge. So if you are willing to apply the information that you're taught, then that's kind of the key and the secret to it all. Let's have a look at the next delivery method. The next one up is what we call Keynote Speaking. Now, this is where people get paid to speak at corporate events or different functions. They're paid a fee to rock up and deliver their presentation. When it comes to keynote presenting, in Australia, at the very, very bottom of the rung, you're probably getting paid $1,000 a keynote. And that's a very low fee. I know it might sound like a lot, but in the scale of keynote presenting in Australia, that's probably one of the lower fees that you would ever get from keynote presenting. So if you just do 2 of those per week, you're already at your $100,000 a year. But let's just say you start to earn $2,000 a talk, again, pretty much at the low end of the scale. In fact, most keynote presenters earn anywhere from $4,000 to $6,000 for their 45-minute presentation. And the better keynote presenters go up to about $10,000. One of our clients, however, regularly gets booked for keynote presentations, and for his 45-minute talk, he gets paid $37,500 for his 45-minute talk. So it can scale quite considerably with that. But if you're getting $2,000 a talk, if you just do 1 per week, voila, you're already over your $100,000. Now, the next method that you want to have a look at is webinars. Webinars have become very, very popular. And webinars is basically where you just learn online. So you get to watch someone's computer screen, or you get to watch them live, and they have a chat to you, and they take you through content following a keynote presentation or a PowerPoint presentation, and you get to learn in the comfort of your own home. And this is one of a very popular style of delivery, as in delivering your message to the world. And if you've probably seen on Facebook, a lot of people are advertising all about webinar this, webinar that, template, how to do a webinar, and so on and so forth. And webinars really are a very successful way of reaching people, improving the quality of their lives, and obviously making a living in the process of doing so. So when it comes to webinars, if you were to sell an online product at the end of your webinar, so you run your webinar, at the end of it you sell an online product, just for $595 an online product, if you just got 15 people per month, that's it, just 15 people per month to buy that online product, then that in fact is your $100,000 right there. As we go up the scale of these delivery methods, you'll notice that less and less of your time is required. So for example, with a webinar, you can get away with just 45 minutes of your time. You can sit in the comfort of your own home once a month on your computer, in your pajamas if you like, because no one can really see you. And from that perspective, you can actually click through these slides, have a bit of a chat, and if 15 people at the end of your presentation purchase your online product, you're at your $100,000 right there. Now, the next one up from there is publishing a book. And publishing a book, there are a lot of requirements around publishing a book, but when you've got the right templates and the right blueprint to follow, then getting a book up and running is something that can be done. And I know a lot of people out there really do have a desire to be an author and really have that label of being someone who's produced content in the form of a book. Now, when it comes to books, it is about volume because there isn't a lot of profit in a book. In fact, if we have a look at the book here, publishing your book, you probably get about $11 profit in a book, depending on what kind of book you have and how you sell it. But on average, you're looking at about $11 profit. So with $11 profit, you've got to sort of offer to the marketplace and sell to the marketplace about 25 books a day. Now, that's definitely an achievable amount, but it does require volume to occur. 25 people a day is something that you need to build up to. But if you just wanted to stick to only selling your book and doing nothing else, like writing a book, publishing it, and then just selling that online to people through what we call a book funnel, then that is an achievable thing. And if you want to know how do you get to 100,000, just 25 of your books a day at $11 profit, and you've hit those figures, no problems at all. The next one up from that is what we call online memberships. Online memberships is where you offer people a login of some description, and they log into your product, and there are videos and templates and worksheets of information you want to share about whatever topic it is that you love. So let's just say you love meditating. Then you might have a complete online education around how to meditate that goes through different modules with different templates and different exercises, and you hold them accountable maybe through group coaching, something down the bottom here as well, as an additional benefit. But online memberships are an attractive thing to people because of the leverage of it. Once it's set up once and done correctly, you don't have to really use a lot of time after that. So you sort of build it once and then use it forever, something that is known in the industry as being evergreen. Now, if we have a look at online memberships, just at $195 per month, which a lot of people would pay easily that amount, if you have 43 students, then you have actually hit your $100,000 right there. So again, this doesn't take a lot of your time once it's set up, but to set up, it does obviously require a lot of effort, a lot of hard work, and a lot of time. But once the whole thing's online and recorded, and it's got the membership and the logins ready to go, then you can literally offer that to the marketplace to the end of time, and there's not a lot of additional time required from you. And the last one up from there is what we call digital products. And a lot of people are raving about digital products. Digital products are just any type of product that you download on the internet. So if you've downloaded an audio program before, you've downloaded a podcast, you've downloaded anything digitally or had something transmitted to you digitally, that's what we class as a digital product. So digital products, let's just say that you had a digital product that was worth $95 per product, and that's kind of I wouldn't say it's average, it's a bit below average of what the cost of digital products are out there. But if you were to sell them 3 of those per day, you've hit your $100,000 a year doing that. So anywhere along this table here, as you go up, you use less and less of your time, but anywhere along here, you can actually see that you can get to $100,000 conservatively with a little bit of effort and the right education and the right advice along the way. So definitely what we do know is if you have the right advice and you have the right kind of support around you, then you can get quite far as a difference maker. But certainly, how do you get to $100,000? Well, hopefully I've proved it during this video. There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 layers there. Now let's say hypothetically you're able to earn just over $100,000 each of those 8 layers. It wouldn't be long before you're making 7 figures, that's over $1 million a year, making a difference in people's lives, exchanging value, and really going out there and having an impact that is meaningful and being an inspiration to people. So if you're wondering, is it a career path for you? I definitely, having had many years as a background in recruitment, I can definitely say that this is a real career path that people can absolutely follow, and it leads to incomes that far surpasses most of the careers that are available that you'd find on Seek.com or so on and so forth. So seriously consider difference making as a career path for you. We've helped hundreds, in fact thousands of people just like you take that next step in the process. If you want to know a little bit more about the delivery methods, about how to unpack your message, and really how to go out there and make a huge difference in the world, we have a one-day event coming up that we've been running for a number of years now called Prosper From Your Passion. Now, Prosper From Your Passion, when you arrive at the event, you'll actually be given one of these manuals, and you'll actually be able to sit down in the program and go through it with us, and we'll actually take you step by step through the process of how to unpack your message and actually learn how to utilize each one of these different delivery methods. It is a one-day event. It does have a value to it, but we are offering it free of charge until the spaces actually fill up. So below this video or somewhere on this page, you'll find somewhere to enter your details. My advice is do that straight away because spaces do fill up, and last time around we sold out of all cities that we went to. We actually had to sell out completely across the board, and we had 8 different venues that we did this in, and they all sold out. So if you'd like to book in, my advice is do that as soon as possible. Feel free to invite some of your friends along, because quite often when you work together with your friends, you form a bit of a mastermind inside the room, and you can help each other progress along that path. So if you believe that the Difference Maker path may be for you and it's something that you're interested in, and you'd like to learn more about the skills required to make that transition into doing what you love and helping other people transform areas of their life from health, wealth, relationships, career, business, mindset, spirituality, and so on and so forth, then please do come along to Prosper from Your Passion. And when you get to the event, make sure you do come up and say hello to me, because I love to meet everybody that we share our ideas with. Well, I hope this has provided a pretty strong case for you to make that career change, and I do hope to see you at Prosper from Your Passion. Make sure you do book in now. There are a whole bunch of bonuses we provide when you arrive at the event, and remember, space are quite limited for that. And until we meet again, share your light, live your love, and do whatever it takes to be your own best friend. I'll see you soon.